Hello friends, Kurt Berglund with Cooperstown Classic Baseball for you. We have another giveaway today. If you are a subscriber to my channel and you would like a copy of the cards that I'm using in today's video, then just drop me a line at berglund.kurt@yahoo.com. I'm going to put the email in the description for this video so that you can shoot me an email and I'll get the PDF right out to you. These are replay classic baseball cards, some of the greatest players in history, going all the way back to the 19th century to the sort of present in the 60s. They were created in 1981 for the replay newsletter that existed back then, and I would be happy to send them out to you for free. They are a very, very fun set. We've had a very entertaining series. We're doing a best of 5 series between the American League stars of this set and the National League. I have selected some rosters and put together some lineups, and it's been a great time. I'm going to hit you with some spoilers in just a minute, so if you haven't checked out the first couple of videos, it would be a good time to do that. Actually, the first 3 videos are in the can and on my page, so welcome and take a look at those if you would like. Here come the spoilers. We're up to game 4. This is a best of 5 series that we're doing. The American League took game 1 8-5. Home runs in that game, there were 2 by Rogers Hornsby, 1 by Eddie Matthews. And the American League came back with 4 runs in the 7th and 4 runs in the 8th to kind of steal that victory from the National League. Winning pitcher was Cy Young, and the losing pitcher was Grover Alexander. So we went to game 2, also at the American League Park, and the National League came back and took a 4-3 victory. Couple of home runs by Stan Musial plus a triple led the National Leaguers in that game. Winning pitcher was Christy Mathewson, the loser was Lefty Grove, and the save went to Dizzy Dean for a scoreless 9th inning. It was a tough one, tight game the whole way, 4-3 National League victory, so the series was tied at 1 game apiece. Then, for game 3, we shifted to the National League Park, and the National League won. It was Bob Gibson against Bob Feller, and it was tight until the 7th inning. A 2-2 ball game when the National League broke out with a 5-run 7th, and eventually ended up with a 8-2 victory for Gibson, who went the whole way. He was not perfect, but he was very good. And home runs in the game for Brooks Robinson, Mickey Mantle, Hank Aaron, 2 for Duke Snyder that kind of put the game away, and Gabby Hartnett hit 1 for the National League as well. Winning pitcher was Gibson. The losing pitcher was Addie Joss in relief. So here we are to game 4. National League still the home team, and they are 1 win away from winning this series. We have a rematch of the game 1 starters. It's going to be Walter Johnson for the visiting American Leaguers, going against Sandy Koufax for the homestanding National League. Neither pitcher figured in the decision in game number 1. Got some new names in the lineup, trying some different things for both teams. We'll see how that works out. If the National League wins, it's over. If the American League wins, we go to game 5. And I haven't decided who the pitchers will be for that one. All hands are on deck in this one for the American League, except Bob Feller, who started the last game. I won't use him today, but everyone else is fair game to get in the ball game. All right, let's go to the starting lineup. The visiting American League stars, leading off at shortstop, it's Luke Appling. Batting second and playing right field today for getting his first start in the series, it's Joe DiMaggio. Babe Ruth will bat third and play left field. Mickey Mantle will bat fourth and play center. Jimmy Fox gets his first start. He'll play first base and bat fifth. Yogi Berra will bat sixth and catch. Brooks Robinson will hit seventh and play third base, and Charlie Gehringer will bat eighth and play second. On the mound is Walter Johnson, 1913 vintage. All right. For the National League, first start of the series for Jackie Robinson. He will lead off at second base. Stan Musial will bat second at first base. Henry Aaron will bat third in left field. Willie Mays will bat fourth in center field. Eddie Matthews will bat fifth at third base. Roberto Clemente bats sixth in right field. Honus Wagner bats seventh at short. And Gabby Hartnett will bat eighth and do the catching. On the mound is 1966, end of his career, but oh so tough, vintage of Sandy Koufax. He'll bat ninth and do the pitching. And we are ready to go in this one. Alrighty, so here's Mr. Koufax finishing those warm-up pitches, and let's get our dice and roll some classic replay baseball. Oop, got to give you a little better look at the proceedings here. There we go. Alrighty. Black die comes first. White die comes second. So here we go. Luke Appling stepping in against Koufax. The pitch to Luke is a ground ball, Brooks Robinson. I'm sorry, ground ball, Eddie Matthews. My bad. He throws to Stan Musial, and there's out number one. We're underway in game number 4. National League leads 2-1. DiMaggio up now against Koufax. Ball 4, he walks him. American League might have a little something going here. Here comes Babe Ruth to face Koufax. Lefty-lefty matchup. Pitch to the Babe. And we have a ground ball back to Koufax. Yes, that's right. Ground ball back to Koufax. His defensive rating is a 3. If I roll a 4, 5, or 6, he fires it to Wagner. He does, and Wagner relays to Musial for a 1-6-3 rally-killing, soul-crushing double play turned by the National League to end the American League first. An inauspicious start for the American Leaguers. Here comes Walter Johnson to face Jackie Robinson and get the bottom of the first going. Here's Walter's first pitch. And he walks him. Well, isn't that an interesting development? All right. So now it's Musial. And I think we're going to get a little bit creative here. Johnson the stretch. There goes Robinson. It's the hit and run. So, hit and run is a 2 on Johnson's card. It's a 3 on Musial's card. It's grounded to Jimmy Fox. He's going to take it to first base unassisted as Robinson moves up to second with 1 out. And here comes a hammer and Hank Aaron. The pitch to the hammer. And that is a 14 in column 3 line shot caught by Brooks Robinson on the dive. 2 down in the bottom of the first, and now it's Mays. Robinson still in scoring position. Johnson the stretch and the pitch. Deep to center, way back for Mantle. He's on his horse, he's to the track, he's got it for out number 3. We've played 1 and there's no score in this game number 4. That the American League has got to have. Mantle, Fox, and Berra up for the American League in the second. Koufax winds and delivers, and that's ball 4. Mantle takes his base. Here comes Fox. Murderer's row here. Mantle at first, Koufax the stretch. The pitch to Jimmy. Ball 4. He walked 2. That's the third walk for Koufax in just over an inning of play so far. Berra up. I can't make Yogi Berra bunt. I probably should, but I can't do it. The pitch from Koufax is a 15 in column 3. Line shot caught by Wagner. 1 down. Now it's Brooks Robinson. Pitch from Sandy. Fly ball center. Under it is Mays. And that's 2 down. Here's Gehringer. On deck, Johnson. 2 outs. Mantle still at second. Fox at first. The pitch to Charlie. And can you believe it? He walked him again. He walked another man. The bases are dripping with American leaguers with 2 outs for Johnson, which I suppose isn't the worst thing in the world, except Walter could hit a little bit. So Koufax has to be careful. 2 outs. The stretch and the delivery. He's going to get out of it. A ground ball, Wagner. He fires to Musial, and that will retire the American leaguers in the second. So they load the bases, but do not score. We go to the bottom of the second, and we are scoreless in this one. For the National League in the bottom of the second, it's Matthews, Clemente, and then Wagner. Pitch to Eddie from Walter Johnson. Hey, struck him out. That's the first of the game for Walter. 1 gone in the second. Here's Clemente in his first start in the series. The wind and the delivery, and he walked him. Now it's Wagner. They're going to run again. Johnson the stretch, the pitch. There goes Clemente. It's a 3 on Johnson's card. It's a 35, so that's a 38 on the hit and run. Now I've got to look and see how they did this. Wild pitch. Wow, it gets past. It gets past Berra. He chases it all the way to the screen. Clemente sprints to second. He will stop there. So he's in scoring position now with 1 out. Wagner still at the plate, ahead in the count, 1-0. Johnson the stretch. The pitch to Honus. Hey, got a piece of it. Ground ball, Robinson. Clemente will hold. Robinson looks him back and fires to Jimmy Fox for the out. 2 down now, and Hartnett up. With Koufax on deck, it's tempting to walk Gabby, but they're going to go after him. Okay, Johnson the stretch. Checks the base runner, Clemente at second. The pitch home to Hartnett. Hit in the air to left. Under it is Babe Ruth, and he will put it away for out number 3. National League again threatens but does not score. A couple of heavyweights circling the ring. We are scoreless after 2. And in the top of the third, it'll be the top of the American League order. Appling, DiMaggio, and Ruth for the American Leaguers. Appling 0 for 1 so far. Koufax winds and delivers. Fly ball. Clemente coming in a few steps and puts it away for out number 1. Here's DiMaggio. Jolton Joe walked in the first. The pitch. Base hit just over Wagner's glove, and it's a single for DiMaggio, and Maryland's clapping in the first base boxes. Got her pink dress on today with the gloves and a bowl of nachos on her lap. I'm not sure that's going to end very well. Mrs. Gehrig is kind of looking at her out of the side of her eye. Kind of an odd couple there between those two, Mrs. Gehrig and Mrs. DiMaggio. And, of course, Mrs. Ruth is in the bleachers because they just didn't want her around. Here's the Babe, 0 for 1 with a inning-ending double play in the first. DiMaggio's on first with 1 out. The pitch to the Babe is ball 4. Again, Koufax's control is failing him, and here comes Mantle with a chance to do damage. The American League has left 3 so far. Koufax has walked 5 in 2 1/3 innings, but hasn't paid for it yet. The pitch to the Mick. Hey, struck him out. That's Sandy's first. Maybe the coming back on short rest is bothering Koufax. Fox is up. He walked in the second. 2 outs, 2 on. Pitch to Jimmy. Line shot at Matthews. He gloves it, and Koufax escapes damage one more time. After 2 1/2, we have no score. And now it'll be Koufax leading off the third against Johnson. Then the top of the order, Jackie Robinson and Stan Musial, 9-1-2 for the National Leaguers. Pitch to Sandy. Hey, struck him out, and Johnson's got 2 now. Robinson up. He walked in the first. The pitch to Jackie. Ground ball, Brooks Robinson. Gloves it to his left. He plants and throws to Fox. There's 2 down. Musial 0 for 1. Johnson winds and delivers. Fly ball, center field, into right center. Be Mantle, and he's got it for out number 3. So we go to the 4th with no score in this one. Johnson's allowed 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. No hits so far. Koufax has allowed 1 hit and 5 walks, and he has struck out only 1. Berra up to lead off the 4th inning for the American Leaguers. Then Robinson and Gehringer, 6, 7, 8 for the American League. Yogi, the pitch. Line shot right at Mays in his tracks. He's got it for out number 1. Brooks Robinson up now, homered in game number 3. He's 0 for 1 today. The pitch. Looper over Wagner's head. It's a base hit. And that's the second hit for the American League. He's on with 1 out for Gehringer. On deck is Johnson. Okay, Koufax the stretch. The pitch to Charlie. Base hit right field. Drops in front of Clemente. Around second is Robinson, and he puts on the brakes as Roberto uncorks a big throw into Eddie Matthews. So there's runners at first and second now for Johnson. Not an automatic bunt here because Walter could handle the stick. We'll see what they decide to do. Koufax the stretch. The pitch to Johnson. He is not bunting, and base hit right field. Drops in front of Clemente. Brooks Robinson again stops after a 1-base advance. The bases are dripping with American Leaguers again. 3 consecutive singles, and now the top of the order with Luke Appling coming up. 1 out. After Berra flew out to center, it's singles by Brooks Robinson, Charlie Gehringer, and Walter Johnson give the American Leaguers a huge opportunity. They loaded the bases also in the second. Couldn't capitalize. Let's see what they do here. Infield at double play depth. The pitch to Appling. Ground ball, Wagner. He goes to Robinson for 1. Jackie's relay to Musial. Not in time. Appling beats the wrap. So the American League scores a run. Brooks Robinson scores. Gehringer goes to third. Walter Johnson retired 6-4 on the fielder's choice, and Appling is safe at first. So now, with 2 outs, his runners at first and third for the American League with DiMaggio coming up. The American League is ahead 1-0 on the RBI by Appling, fielder's choice. Joe is 1 for 1. Maryland's enjoying some nachos in the first base boxes. The pitch. And that's strike 3 called, and Maryland doesn't like that. Oh, she's upset. And that's 2 strikeouts for Sandy. So he escapes the second. The National League has left 6 runners on base, but they finally crossed the base station after 3.5. It's 1-0 American League. Sorry, American Leaguers have left 6 on base. But they do cross the pay station after 3.5. It's 1-0 American League. For the National Leaguers in the fourth, it's the meat of the order. Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, and Roberto Clemente against Johnson. The pitch. Ground ball. Charlie Gehringer throws to Fox, and there's 1 out. Willie Mays up now. Willie's 0 for 1. Pitch from Johnson. Ground ball, Brooks Robinson to his right. Gloves it. Throws to Fox, and there's 2 outs. Now it's Matthews. He struck out in the second. Johnson winds and delivers. Ground ball, Gehringer plants. Throws to Fox. That retires the side. Johnson now with a string of 8 in a row. And, wow, let's get really technical. 12 out of the last 13 and 12 out of 14 to start this ball game. So, pretty impressive beginning for Walter. It's 1-0 American League after 4 complete. Sandy Koufax has been less impressive, but he only trails by a run. He'll face Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, and Jimmy Fox 3, 4, 5 in the American League fifth. Sandy winds and delivers. This is a ground ball to Eddie Matthews. To his left, he plants, he throws to Musial, and there's 1 down. Now it's Mantle. 0 for 1 for the Mick. The pitch. Line shot right at Musial, and there's 2 down. Koufax is not fooling anybody. He has struck out 2 batters in 4 2/3. Fox up now. The pitch to Jimmy. Ground ball, Matthews. Eddie gloves it. Eddie throws to Musial, and that retires the side. Koufax with his first legitimate 1-2-3 inning. We're halfway through this one. The American League leads a game they've got to have 1-0. For the National League, in the bottom of the fifth, it's Clemente, Wagner, and Hartnett. 6, 7, 8. Roberto walked in the second. Johnson winds and delivers. Hey, struck him out. Number 3 for Walter. National League looking for its first safety. Wagner up. Grounded out in the second. Pitch to Honus. Fly ball. Mantle coming in a few steps. Will make the catch, and that's 2 down. Now it's Hartnett. On deck is Koufax. Bottom of the fifth, 2 outs. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. That's 4 for Walter. And we've played 5 complete, and it's still 1-0 American League. Got a good one. These have all been tight games, except for, of course, for Game 3 that got blown open late. But even before that, it was tight. All right, so it'll be Berra, Robinson, and Gehringer in the 6th. 6, 7, 8 batters for the American League as they look for insurance. The pitch. Ground ball, Matthews. Eddie gloves it. He throws to Musial, 1 down. Koufax seems to have righted the ship. He's retired 6 in a row. Robinson up. He has scored the only run of the game. He's 1 for 2. The pitch. And this is going to be trouble. It's going to get over. No, it's going to get. Oh, yeah, it's going to get. Sorry. It's going to get over Robinson's head for a base hit. And Brooks is on with his second hit. Brooks hits it over Jackie's head, and Gehringer comes up now. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. All right. Pitch to Charlie from Koufax. Ground ball, comebacker. Gloved by Koufax. Knocks it down. Picks it up. Throws to Musial, his only play, as Brooks Robinson moves up to second base. Gehringer is retired at first, and now it's Walter Johnson. 1 for 2 for Walter. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. That's Sandy's third. Played 5.5, and it's 1-0 American League. Koufax due to lead off in the 6th. He's down 1-0. We're in the 6th. They're going to stick with him, so they're going to let him bat. Pitch to Sandy. Line shot at Babe Ruth over to his right a few steps and makes the catch. Johnson has allowed 2 base runners, both of them on walks, through 5 1/3. Robinson up 0 for 1 with a walk. The pitch to Jackie. And I took care of that, didn't I? Base hit to right field. There's the first hit for the National League. And Robinson's on first, ready to make trouble. Musial up 0 for 2. Johnson the stretch. The pitch to Stan. He walked him. That's Johnson's third walk. It moves Jackie Robinson into scoring position, and now it's Henry Aaron coming to the plate. And this is the nightmare scenario because the American League has left 8 runners on base. And now the National League is threatening with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Henry Aaron is 0 for 2. On deck is Mays. Pitch from Johnson is grounded to Gehringer. Charlie is a 1 defender. He knocks it down, he picks it up, he throws to Fox, and that retires Aaron as Robinson and Musial move up to scoring position. And now Mays is up with Matthews on deck and first base open. Walter Johnson working from the stretch. The pitch home. He walked him. They're loaded with National Leaguers, and here comes Eddie Matthews with Roberto Clemente on deck in the bottom of the 6th. National League hasn't scored yet. It's 1-0 American League. 2 down. Johnson's 1 pitch away from getting out of this. The pitch to Matthews, and this is hit to right and deep. Back goes DiMaggio, but it's gone. Upper deck time for Eddie Matthews, and that's a grand slammer. Open up the window and get the rye bread and the mayonnaise. It's a grand salami. Bottom of the 6th. 4-1 National League now. And Johnson, disgusted with himself, hands on his hips on the pitcher's mound. Clemente up 0 for 1 with a walk and a whiff. 2 down, bottom of the 6th. The pitch. Ground ball. Appling. Luke gloves it. Plants. Throws to Fox and retires the National League. But a 4-run sixth on a grand slam by Eddie Matthews has given the National League a 4-1 lead. And they're 9 outs from clinching this series 3-1. Koufax has not only the lead, but he's got insurance. Top of the order for the American League, they've got work to do. Top of the 7th, top of the order, Appling, DiMaggio, and Ruth. Koufax winds and delivers to Appling. This is grounded to Jackie Robinson. He throws to Musial, and there's 1 gone in the 7th. Koufax has now retired 9 of the last 10. DiMaggio, 1 for 2. Maryland still enjoying the jalapenos as part of her nachos in the first base boxes. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. That's number 4 for Koufax, and Maryland's turning her back on Joltin' Joe. She says she's not going to make him dinner, and he's on his own, and Joe's not going to like that when they get home. All right, Ruth, 0 for 2 with a walk. Pitch to the Babe, and there's one that goes to right and deep. Clemente back, but there's no chance for this one. The Babe has taken Koufax out of here. It's 4-2 National League. And Mantle comes up. Now there's going to be action starting in the National League bullpen. Dizzy Dean and Warren Spahn, lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way I like it, are starting to throw in the bullpen. Mantle up, he's 0 for 2. Nobody on base. The pitch to Mickey. Hey, struck him out, and that's how Koufax gets out of the 7th, but Mantle just missed that hanging curve. So it's time to stretch them out on this one. It's 4-2 National League. Walter Johnson is going to be replaced on the mound by a new by a new American League pitcher. And it's going to be Gettysburg Eddie Plank, a left-hander. He will bat in the 9 spot in the order. He pitched for Connie Mack and the Philadelphia Athletics, and born in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, hence the nickname. And that exhausts my knowledge about Gettysburg and he playing. All right, here we go. Wagner, Hartnett, and Koufax if he's allowed to bat. The pitch is a 3-column 43 base hit. Wagner off the left-handed Plank. That's not what they were looking for. Here comes Gabby. Plank the stretch. The pitch to Hartnett. Grounded to Gehringer. He flips to Appling for 1. The relay to Fox is not in time. Hartnett beats it out, and nobody can believe it. Koufax in the on-deck circle. He looks back and is waved by Connie Mack toward home plate. So, I'm sorry, not by Connie Mack. Who would be the manager of the National League? Boy, that's a good question. That's a heck of a question. We'll say John McGraw is the manager of the National League, and he waves Koufax toward home plate. And Plank will face him in the lefty-lefty matchup. Infield moves in a little bit. The pitch to Koufax. Sandy squares to bunt. It's bunted toward Fox. He's a 2. Fox gloves it, turns and throws to Appling at second, and they retire Hartnett by about 14 steps on the force out. Koufax beats the Rap at first. It's a fielder's choice. And now to be Robinson. Jackie's up, and he's caused problems today. He singled in the sixth. He walked in the first. He's 1 for 2. Pitch to him. Line shot at Fox. He gloves it, staggers a little but holds on, and that retires the National Leaguers in the seventh. So we go to the eighth. Plank does his job. It'll be Koufax back out for his 8th inning of work. Fox, Berra, and Robinson, Dizzy Dean, and Warren Spahn still staying loose in that bullpen. Jimmy Fox is 0 for 2 with a walk. The pitch. Hit in the air to center. Here comes Willie Mays in a few steps, and he'll grab it for out number 1. The National League is now 5 outs away from winning this series. They have a 4-2 lead. Berra is up 0 for 3. On deck is Brooks Robinson. The pitch. And Yogi hits it to center and deep. There goes Willie Mays, back to the warning track, back to the wall, and Yogi's gone out of here. It's a 4-3 National League lead, and things are tightening up considerably as here comes Brooks Robinson. Brooks is 2 for 3. He scored a run. What to do here? What to do here? They're going to let Koufax stay in the game. All right, Robinson up. The pitch to Brooks. Hit to center on his horse's Mays. He's back. He's got it for out number 2. Now it's Gehringer, and he's being called back. He will not hit. Let's see who's coming out of the dugout. Some stirring going on. And they're going to go with Gehrig. It's going to be the Iron Horse. And Mrs. Gehrig sort of nudges Maryland to pay close attention. As her man is coming to the plate, Mrs. Ruth, of course, way out there in center field, where she can't hurt anybody. There he is. Here's Lou Gehrig. Gehrig pinch hitting for Gehringer, who's 1 for 2. On deck is Eddie Plank, but nobody believes he's going to bat. The splendid Splinter is down by the bat rack. He may be hitting next. Gehrig is up with 2 outs and nobody on. 4-3. American League needs 1 more run to tie. The pitch to Lou. He walked him. That's ball 4. All right, so he trots down to first base, and Mrs. Gehrig smiles and nods at Marilyn, and she just sort of shrugs. So I don't know what's going on there. There's some kind of cat. Yeah. Some kind of cat fight brewing. Here comes Ted Williams to pinch hit against the left-handed Koufax. He's pinch hitting for Plank. And if he goes deep, the American League is going to take the lead. It's 4-3. Gehrig's on first. There's 2 outs. McGraw is sticking with Koufax. Sandy, the stretch, and the pitch. Hit in the air to center. This is deep. Mays, right center and deep. Warning track. He's got it for out number 3. And the American League settles for 1. 1 more biscuit for breakfast for Ted Williams, and the American League takes the lead, but was not to be. So we're going to have some changes here for the American League. We have a new second baseman coming in and batting 8th. It'll be Eddie Collins. And a new pitcher batting 9th to face Musial, Aaron, and Mays. It's going to be Gonna be Rube Waddell. Another left-hander. He will bat ninth. Alright, so I think we're set. Yes, we are. Musial will lead off in the National League 8th inning. Then Aaron, then Mays. In the bullpen, working for the American League, because they really got to hold them where they're at, it's Chief Bender and Whitey Ford. National League bullpen, Warren Spahn has been told to take a seat. It's all Dizzy Dean right now in that bullpen. Musial 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Pitch to Stan Musial from Rube Waddell. The pitch is hit to center. Mantle into left center. Gets there for out number 1. Now it's Aaron. 0 for 3 on the day for Hank. The pitch. A ground ball. Appling. Luke gloves it and throws to Fox for 2 outs. And with nobody on, it's Willie Mays. Willie's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. He scored on Matthews' grand slam in the 6th that accounted for all of the National League scoring to this point. The pitch is a base hit center field. Taking a rough hop on Mantle. Does it get by him? No. He gloves it and gets it back in, and now it's going to be Matthews facing the left-handed Waddell. With 2 outs, Mays at first. Eddie up there, he's 1 for 3, but he hit the grand slam that may give the National League the series. The pitch. Grounded to Appling. Luke gloves it and throws to Fox, and Jimmy can't dig it out of the dirt. Matthews will be safe on the E6. Mays advances to second, and Clemente will be up with 2 outs. That's going to do it for Waddell, and it's going to be Chief Bender, the right-hander, to face Roberto. In the bottom of the 8th, they need 1 out to get to the 9th. Whitey Ford still throwing in the American League bullpen. Bender will face Clemente. Now, the National League could go to the bench. Clemente's 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Duke Snyder is scorching hot. But they're going to stick with Roberto. Got a feeling here. Bender, the stretch. The pitch to Clemente. And I didn't have a good feeling. Hey, struck him out, and that's going to retire the National League in the 8th. We go to the 9th. It's 4-3 National Leaguers. They are 3 outs away from clinching the series. Koufax is done. The National League is going to Dizzy Dean to close this game. And potentially earn the save. So it's Appling, then DiMaggio, then Ruth. And the saga in the first base boxes continues as Marilyn claps for her man in the on-deck circle. And Joe just ignores her. Just like real life. Alright, so Appling up first. He is 0 for 4 with a ribby on his day. Dizzy Dean winds and delivers to Appling, and there's a base hit. The American League's not dead yet. He goes to right field. It drops in front of Clemente. And they got something going. DiMaggio up. American League is loaded with left-handed pinch hitters at this point. They got Cobb, they got Speaker, they got Home Run Baker, they got Bill Dickey, but they're going to let DiMaggio go for it here. Dean the stretch. The pitch home to DiMaggio. There goes Appling. The hit and run is on. It's a 2 on Dean's card. It's a 2 on DiMaggio's card. He grounds it toward Musial. Musial will flip it to Dizzy Dean covering. The Cardinal connection gets the out at first, but Appling moves up to second base. And Maryland nods approvingly from the first base dugout. Mrs. Gehrig can't believe what she's just seen. And we got Mrs. Ruth still in deep center field. The Babe comes to the plate. First base is open. Babe is 1 for 3. Dizzy Dean. He's out there, and there is no action in the National League bullpen. So it's Ruth and then Mantle. Appling is the tying run. The pitch to the Babe. Hit in the air. Deep to right. Clemente toward the line. He will make the catch. Appling is tagging. The throw from Clemente to Matthews. Appling slides. Safe. So Luke Appling takes a big risk. Tags up and goes to third. He's 90 feet away, but it's last chance saloon for the American League. They're down 4-3. Mickey Mantle at the plate. He's 0 for 3 with a walk, a couple of whiffs. On deck is Fox, but the man of the hour right now is Mickey Mantle against Dizzy Dean. Appling at third, 2 outs. Appling's the tying run. Mantle, the go-ahead run. If Mantle doesn't come through, this series is over. The pitch from Dean is a ground ball to Jackie Robinson. He gloves it. He throws to Musial. And that does it. The National League takes the series by winning game number 4, 4-3. All right, let's go through the particulars. First, the line score. For the victorious National League, it's 4 runs on just 4 hits, and they committed no errors. The vanquished American Leaguers, 3 runs on 8 hits, and they committed 1 error. Winning pitcher, Sandy Koufax. Losing pitcher, Walter Johnson. Save goes to Dizzy Dean. That would be his second of the series. MVP of the series, boy, I'd give it to Matthews, but he didn't do much other than hit the granny in game number 4. I'm going to give it to Hornsby, who was so huge in the first 3 games. So Rogers Hornsby is the MVP. He went 9 for 13. 9 for 13, 2 homers, 4 RBIs. He scored 4 runs. Yeah, Hornsby gets the MVP, even though he didn't play in the clinching game. That's how good he was. All right, let me know if you would like. There he is, a third team from this set I can put together. It would feature some Negro Leaguers, some 19th century players, some other folks. I can match them up against either one of these clubs. Let me know if you'd like to see that on my channel. We could continue with Cooperstown Classic Baseball with another series. So let me know. Put that in the comments below. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel. I need your subscriptions to keep the channel going, people. Thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful day. National League wins it 4-3 and wins the series 3-1. Thanks again. So long, everybody.